Felicity from Get Your Rockouts, and I'm here with a couple of the guys from Palm Read It. How are you doing today?
Very good,
Very
yes.
good
We've had a very good day.
I'm really glad. Was the set good?
Yes, it was. Surprisingly good.
Sounded great. Very, very hot.
Yes. Sweaty.
Fantastic. And what was the kind of audience turnout and reaction like?
It's strange because the Jaeger stage is got two massive poles like right in the middle of the stage. So when I was looking over, one half of it was pretty packed and the other half was dead. So it's a massive contrast of how the show could have been and was at the same time.
That's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
It's like kind of like playing two shows at once.
Yeah.
That's great.
Really good one and a really crap one.
Yeah. Like playing to a working men's club in like fucking Tintinall and Sonisphere at the same time.
Is that based on prior painful experience?
We've been in Tintinall.
Tintinall.
I've never played Tintinall.
Where
but
is Tintinall?
It's near
Does it
Yeovil.
exist?
It's near Yeovil.
No, where?
Darrison.
It's Somerset, actually.
Somerset.
I have, it's in Somerset.
See.
My friend lives there, JJ. Hello, JJ.
I'd like to feel a little sorry for him if you just used it as a place to, use as a terrible, terrible example.
It's a lovely place, actually. It's just the first place that pops to mind. It's a lovely place.
No, I guess that makes sense. We are, of course, here at Sonisphere. Have you guys been knocking around all weekend?
Yeah, we've been here since Friday.
I kind of thought with the little
Every time the sun comes out, my face has to go really red. It's just not fair.
Nice. I mean, it could be worse. It could burn properly. That would be not pleasant.
No.
Look at the sick tan lines I've got.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not bad.
yeah. You should see my legs, dear.
So.
So brilliant. So who's been a highlight of the weekend so far, or is it just impossible to pick?
Deftones were really good. They're always consistently really good.
Consistently ridiculously good.
Yes, they're very talented people.
65 Days of Static made my Friday it was absolutely unbelievable. And and it's cool seeing friends bands as well. Black Dogs slayed it on Friday afternoon. Leaving Within last night.
Yeah, they were really good.
That was awesome. Their kind of audience kind of suffered because they were competing with Slayer. So
yeah, they were smack bang in the middle of Deftones and Slayer, but they pulled it off. I mean, they didn't.
they smashed it.
Yeah, they did really well.
Not a clash you want, that. Not by any stretch.
No. No matter what band you are, unless you're Deftones or Slayer, you're not going to get the best audience. But they did really well.
Wow. Well, good for them. I mean, it can often be really, really disheartening, but it takes it takes a proper band to be able to pull it off and actually still give a good performance.
Not be miserable about it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we were quite lucky in the terms of the only bands I think we were clashing with were Devin Townsend Project, which I imagine he's really good. I've never really listened to him.
One of the most stunning, best
really
performer
I
ever.
had to go and jump around on a stage like an idiot and not go and see my favourite Canadian.
But
I was really impressed. I'd managed to arrange all my interviews, so I had the entire Devin Townsend set free because he is my favourite performer of all time.
Yeah.
And then main stage was half an hour late, and I was like,
Gojira was Gojira was well late.
Fucking French.
Always late for every war.
It's a strike, man. It's another public holiday.
Bastille Day isn't a real thing.
Stop it. Aim for Germany. They're the good ones.
They are definitely better when it comes to striking, but then the French aren't as bad as the Italians. When it comes to striking, they're just wow. That's a little creepy. They're just constantly on strike. I think Italy just
don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Nice country, just
lovely.
strike.
Yeah. Last time I went there, I was like, we were in a hotel on the outskirts, and I was like, I'd love to go into the city, and I was like, how do I get there? And they were like, you can't. And I was like, we're 20 minutes away, and they're like, everybody's on strike. Apart from 12 until 2. If you want to go 12 until 2, then you can.
Oh, that's good. 2 hours.
The most pointless strike on earth. So, yeah. But never mind, I guess strikes make things more fun, right?
Do they?
Piano tune strike. It's always my favourite. The school plays are never the same.
Anyway, you guys have just announced some shows for Baby Godzilla for later this year. That is so cool. You must be.
FFFF.
I really.
Yeah.
A lot of air.
Yeah, best friends for fucking forever. Can we swear?
Yeah, you can. Don't worry.
Fuck. It's going to be cool. It's quaint little seaside towns.
Going swimming, eating ice cream, donkey rides.
Brighton, Bournemouth, Plymouth.
Yeah.
So the less quaint of the quaint seaside towns. Could have been worse.
No, I think that's going to be really, really good. They're such a good live band. You're going to have so much
They're
fun
an
on that.
experience. They are definitely an experience.
I think that's definitely putting it lightly.
Yeah, they're the fucking best band.
They're really, really lovely dudes, and they deserve everything they get. To be fair,
Unless it's bad, then they don't deserve
they
it.
definitely.
Well, that's a really, really nice thing to say about that to a fellow band. It's nice to hear such positivity in the scene. I mean, apart from that, like, what else are you guys planning for the next kind of 6 months? What's on the cards?
Got a couple of shows with 68. We've got Heavy.
And we've got 2,000 Trees, and we've got Old Fest, which will be who's headlining on stage?
Cradle of Filth. Cradle of Filth.
Nice.
Norwich's favourite sons.
The prodigal sons of Norwich.
But I think that, like, Alt Fest, the lineup looks absolutely spectacular. I think
It's
it's
cool.
going to
There's
be
some
great.
cool bands playing on it. Our good chums in Dead Hearts are playing.
Everyone's personal favourite, DJ Martin Oldgoff.
DJ Sinbad. DJ Joe the Waiter.
Ooh, the DJs. Go watch the DJs.
Gary Newman's playing.
Oh,
Dan has got a vendetta against that Gary Newman.
Yeah, you know, like the Stan video, the Eminem Stan video. That's basically me and Gary Newman. So
Why?
I don't want to drive a girlfriend off. I don't want to drive my girlfriend off a bridge to prove a point. But you know, in order to get to Gary Newman, I will have to.
I would be honest.
Yeah, if any girl, like, considering going out with you should watch this interview first, shouldn't they? Like, just be warned.
He wronged you.
What? Why the hatred?
It's not hatred. It's just
It's not even you. It was
no.
your friends.
Me and my friends when I was about like 16, 17, we went to go see Gary Newman at Salisbury Music Hall or wherever.
Hall.
City Hall, that's the one. And we watched him. He put on a show. I was impartial to how good or not good it was, but my mate's a massive fan of him, so we waited outside the venue at the back waiting for him to come out, and he just point blank refused us to like meet him. So Gary Newman, I will find you. And he did to me.
Wow.
Gary Newman.
That there we go. Bit of
Yeah.
strong feeling towards him.
I will find you, Gary Newman.
Well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time
That's
to
all
chat.
right.
Like, I have no doubt that we're going to see you at some point soon, but I don't know whether it's going to be for good reasons or for, you know,
Bad
driving someone off
reasons.
a bridge.
One of us is dead.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: there's no kind of like 70s, 80s BBC TV star kind of thing that's going to happen. So it's not going to be any kind of notoriety like Rolf Harris.
None of us are going to prison as of yet.
Good. Well, I think that's a good.
Cliff Richard
Freddie
started.
Starr, Gary Glitter, and all the things, all the people the kids loved growing up. Nothing like that.
Good. Well, I'm very glad to hear
Kids,
that.
don't get near us.
What was the thing that you said we had earlier? You weren't even there. Yeah, there's a PETA filter across Palm Reader.
A
There's
PETA filter?
No, nothing.
I'm glad that you felt you had to point that out. That's good of you. Thanks.
We don't touch kids.
Good. Good. Yeah,
Except in
yeah,
anger.
I'll touch a kid out of anger.
Saying that, there was a kid walking across. Not so like saying that, but there was a kid. There's a kid
Saying
running.
that.
There's a kid running around by the dodgems, and obviously their feet aren't really fully trained to run, and it probably just. And it made me smile on the inside, and I felt like a horrible person.
My favourite thing is when when a kid's running and it falls over, and that split second before they cry, that's
goes-
my favourite sound. Just the silence before that.
It's like they're weighing it up and debating whether or not they're going to put the effort into
Yeah,
crying,
so,
and then they're
is
just like,
anyone looking?
yeah, I want.
want an ice cream.
I think if the parent acts in the split second, there's a slim chance that there may be no crying. There's kind of like a.
Yeah,
And,
I love that silence.
don't have kids. There's enough people already. 7.3 billion of you. There's only one palm reader.
5.
Guys, thank you so much. This has been
all
a
right.
massive
Thank you very
pleasure. Have a fantastic rest of the day.
You too.
Thank you. Thank you.